Beauty isn't all about a luscious set of lips or rock-hard abs. Your brain looks for more subtle clues that indicate whether a person is healthy.
Right. External beauty is only part of the whole picture.
Even before MRIs and blood tests, our brains could sense authentic beauty in a fraction of a second.
Because authentic beauty reflects health.
Our new book will not only help you look your best, but also feel your best. Because when you feel good, you look good.
It's all part of you being beautiful, inside and out.
I'm Dr. Mehmet Oz.
And I'm Dr. Mike Roizen. We're the U-Docs. Let's talk about how to increase your energy so that you can not only manage life, but bathe in it.
You know, we all have varying degrees of energy levels. Some people are perpetually peppy. Some people are about as animated as an anchor. And many of us live life in the large gray area in between. Our goal here is to make sense of all those gray areas and understand how we can manipulate, tweak, and nudge our biology to make ourselves feel better. Let this video serve as your visual caffeine. Drink it up, and then see if any of the tips might benefit your situation. To see how your energy levels dip, let's look at how energy works. The energy in your body is stored in packets called ATP. They're just like batteries. Once you have enough ATP, your body can crank out all kinds of activities. But if you blow a fuse that allows you to produce ATP, your body's energy production becomes very inefficient. 4 problems make your cellular energy plants, those mitochondria, inefficient. Number 1, insulin resistance, where we are inefficient in getting the sugar to our production plants. Number 2, viruses and other infections that might fray the wires from your fuse box. Number 3 are sleep problems, from either not getting in bed early enough or not being there able to sleep once you get there. And they can overheat your wires and weaken your immune system. And number 4, hormonal imbalances. Now remember that hormones are like the dimmer on your lights. When you need bright lights, you turn on certain hormones to increase the energy sent to that area, like in your immune system, and to decrease the usage elsewhere. Now we primarily see these changes with slow functioning adrenal and thyroid glands, but small important changes happen minute to minute. Stress causes increases in cortisol, which increases sugar in the bloodstream and insulin resistance. And that wastes energy in distributing sugar into fat instead of where it's needed to produce our energy store of ATP in the mitochondrial factories. Now, of course, with declining energy, the issue isn't just about having one symptom. It's about having one overriding problem that plays out in many different ways. Many muscles feel tired and then pained as you start to use them. The good news is that we have some solutions that seem to work in a large percentage of people with these syndromes and may work for a little energy boost that many of us feel we need, even if we aren't as devastated as patients with more severe problems like chronic fatigue syndrome. Now remember, pain and a lack of energy aren't the enemies. They're the smoke alarms, the warning systems that your body has some kind of fire raging, and that you, my friend, better find a way to put it out if you want to function with the passion of a beautiful being. Here's some tips.
Try D5 ribose. This special sugar is made in your body and helps build the energy blocks of your body. Of all the things you can do to combat the effects of knee-dragging fatigue, taking daily a ribose supplement is one that seems to really turbocharge some people. The data aren't good enough to recommend ribose for all of us. But if you want to give it a try, start with 500 milligrams 3 times a day for a week or so until you get used to the taste, or find a smoothie, coffee, or tea to put it in.
Number 2, find your chia. That's what this is. Say the word chia, and most of us immediately think of a little green pet. But we want you to think of chia for another reason. It's a whole grain that was used by the Aztecs as their main energy source. And chia can help restore energy levels and decrease inflammation because of its omega-3 fatty acids. Similar to cornstarch, chia can be used as a thickening agent and is a substitute for whole grains in your diet. Whole grains, of course, are especially important because they help stabilize blood sugar levels, as opposed to spikes and falls that can occur when you eat sugars and refined carbohydrates.
Get rid of infections. While most of us want to treat infections because of their acute symptoms, we also can't ignore that they can have chronic implications as well. Since inflammation and infections can be 2 of the dominoes in a cascade of low energy, one of your goals could be to monitor your body so that infections don't linger. That means regular use of a neti pot to reduce sinusitis, probiotics to help treat irritable bowel and vaginitis.
And finally, you want to go green. Green tea has been shown to have the highest content of polyphenols, which are chemicals with potent antioxidant properties. Because green leaves are young and have not been oxidized, green tea has up to 40% polyphenols, while black tea contains only about 10%. But be cautious, you can't have milk with it. The casein in milk has been shown to inhibit the beneficial effects of tea.
In the end, the best way to regain your energy is to force your body to use energy as you prime your fuel-producing factories with whole foods. If you have chronic fatigue, you'll have to be more vigilant than an average person to ensure that artificial products that continually surround us are not short-circuiting your system.